sisters? Can you all hear me? All right. Now, just briefing a little bit before I proceed. I'm not used to holding a mic, so I use a stand mic. So in case my head moves and the voice drifts off, my apology. Now, before I proceed, anybody here is actually a new Buddhist? Show of hand. New Buddhist? Don't have? All old hand? Anybody still seeking one? So if now you put out a hand, that means you're quite familiar with what I'm going to discuss today. Am I right? Yeah. Are you familiar with this sutta anyway? Those not familiar? Oh, okay. Okay. Still not so bad. Okay. Now, for those people who are familiar with this sutta, right, perhaps what you want to do is to adopt a beginner mindset. And then you may discover new things. All right? And you also have to connect to the present. Okay? This is what I discover based on research. 24 hours after you learn something, right, 75% is forgotten, which is pretty fast. And within 30 days, you'll forget 90%. You only remember 10%. Of the 10%, 50% incorrect. So you only left with 5%. So the statistics is not very good. All right? So if you've heard this before, it's good to repeat. So repeat so that you can remember better. And like they say, you didn't see before. You see something in yourself that wasn't there before. So when you listen again, you discover something which you are not aware of. Okay. Now, this particular sutta is very important for lay people. I'll just give you the overview. Now, for those people totally new, this is actually Digha Nikaya 31. All right? Digha Nikaya spelled D-I-G-H-A. So in case you cannot remember, it's long discourses. So if you still cannot remember, just remember you got to dig deep to retrieve the long discourses. So you can remember that. All right? So that's the overview of my presentations. I'll correct some misconceptions because when I first embraced early Buddhism, right, I realized that actually there are people who always ask me these questions amongst brothers and sisters. It's like we need to renounce because Buddhism very pessimistic, like suffering. There's no life. No meaning in life. We should give up, let go, go hide in a cave or something like that. So there are people asked me this question before. So I feel that this is very important. Then I'll share with you the background of sutta, the overview, and how relevant is this sutta in today's context. Okay? Now just to show you here, anybody here actually major in sociology or social science? Anybody here? No? Only one, All right. Perhaps you know this gentleman. His name is Max Weber. Okay. Now, Max Weber is actually a father of sociology of religion. He actually wrote a number of books. And one of the books is actually religion in India, Hinduism and Buddhism. So we can assume that he's quite an expert. Am I right? He's a scholar, no? All right. So extracted from his book, this is what he said. Buddhism has no sort of ties with any sort of social movement, nor did it runs in parallel with such, and it has established no social or political goal. This is what he said. Buddhism is a social and anti-political and can be considered to be an otherworldly religion. It's actually not suitable for us, no. It's only suitable for the monks. It's otherworldly religion. So what do you think? So I was just surprised because he's a scholar. We are not scholar. Any scholar here? Don't be so embarrassed. I realize a lot of people here don't put a hand on. Maybe your hand is tired. Because yesterday signed a lot of check. Very tired. How about the other hand? Frozen shoulder. How about the finger? Cannot, at least the finger. So this is what he said. So I find it quite disturbing because he comes from a scholar. If somebody in the street said this, we can ignore him. But he's a scholar, no. And he said this. So basically, now he's not the only critics. There were also other critics. So in summary, this was a misconception. Buddhism is a world-renouncing religion. Okay? It does not encourage material achievement, economic success. Buddhism is only for the monks and nuns. Now, I don't see anybody wear a robe today. I don't know why you are here. You see, it's only for monk and nun, no? So I find that this is very important. All right? So I'll spend some time here. And we finished at about, I was told about 11:45, 11:50, sometime for Q&A. That was the format. Is it correct? All right, so Q&A means I ask question and you give the answer. Is it correct? Yeah. So that's the format I was told. So I just want to cite some suttas. Now, this particular suttas which we discussed today, Sigalovada Sutta, is actually one of the 84,000 teachings of the Buddhas. All right, so it's only one. You don't have to study all. There are key important ones, and today one is important for lay people like you and I. Nah? So I just want to extract one from Gradual Sutta, attitude towards achievements of economic success. Now, it said, whether by farming, trade, raising cattle, archery, government service, or other craft, he is skillful, diligent, possess sound judgment about it in order to carry out and arrange it properly. You notice there are a couple of words that are very important. Not just hardworking and skillful, good judgment. So which means it doesn't matter which profession you are. Buddha said you must do well, do good. Must be proficient. So if you are doctors, be a good doctor. Don't sell cost of drug. Is it okay? If you are a lawyer, be a good lawyer. Don't take clients' money and run away. No? All right? So if you are an engineer, inspect thoroughly so that the highway will not collapse. You understand? So if you are electricians, if you are mechanics, don't cut corners. No. If you are MRT technicians, right, make sure you use proper tie. Don't use cable tie. Understand? So do proper things. All right? And you can achieve wealth, economic success. So this Buddha encourages you, as a lay people, to be good in the professions. Okay? Now, whatever I discuss here is actually one of the accomplishments, persistent effort from this sutta. It's only first one only, persistent effort. So he wants you to be hardworking and proficient, and you'll achieve economic wealth, All right, isn't it very mundane, economic wealth? It is, but you also recognize one thing. If you are poor, if you are struggling every day thinking about food, right, you cannot practice well one. It's very difficult to achieve spiritual progress. And according to him, he mentioned before, poverty is one of the great causes, all right, of crime. So if you are well-fed, people are generally well-fed, crime is low one, You just look around other countries, you roughly get a gauge one, If the crime rate is very high, usually the GDP of the country is very low one. You agree with me? Yes, Singapore is very high. So Singapore will have low crime rate. Doesn't mean no crime, low crime rate. Because generally we are quite okay. In fact, we are very fortunate to be here today because a lot of people are still struggling out there. Seriously. I mean, not in Singapore, I'm talking about elsewhere. All right, I was at India and I was at the River Ganges. It was terrible. You look at those people there in the early morning and it was very cold. I know people there will suffer a lot. All right, and you can't help it, feeling bad for them. So we are very fortunate. So first thing is persistent effort. This is what Buddha said. Second thing, in order to protect, to achieve wealth, is protect your wealth when you're quiet. He tell you how to protect it somehow, So this is very normal kind of advice, right? Right? Protect against who? Against the king. So you must see the context. King. In today's context, it's the taxman. So you don't evade tax, but you avoid paying a lot of tax. Understand? Avoiding tax is okay. Evading tax is illegal. So what you do? You either open SRS account, transfer as much as possible, so you pay less tax. Understand? Yes. So you're already telling you this, Now, protections against, let's say, for example, eventually you grow old, you bequeath to your heir, right? Your heir must be somebody that's competent, He also tell you this, And not only this, he also tell you to buy insurance in today's context, because he mentioned the sutta, protect against floods and fire, So you see very far, So in today's context, you must buy insurance, for your properties. Is it okay, Is it very sound, Yeah. Any financial planner here? This is quite in line, protection. All right, because there are a lot of risks, and therefore we need to protect. That's the reason why we buy insurance policies. And good friendship. That's the wealth, because friendships will help you to walk the path and not go astray. It is very important. We'll discuss later on because there are some slides on this. And then number 4 is balanced lifestyle. Balanced life. He don't want you to be extravagant. Spend like no tomorrow like that. He also don't want you to be stingy. Every day eat mixed vegetable rice at hawker center only. Mixed vegetable rice, chai peng, only at hawker center every day. But you're very wealthy. What do you think? No. You can actually spend some time also in good class hotel and things like that. Pamper yourself. It's okay, moderation. But a lot of people always tell me that Singapore is very tough. Cost of living very high. But I always show them the government statistic. Inflation 0.8 only. 2 years ago, inflation is 0. He said, cannot be. But this is government statistics. All right, inflation very low. He said, he complained, hawker center very expensive. Everything went up a lot. You agree with me? Yeah, so they always complain to me, Singapore, cost of living very high. I also understand, because a lot of Singaporeans are subjected to Parkinson law. Not Parkinson disease. Parkinson law. You know what's Parkinson law? Parkinson law is like this. As times go by, our income rises. Am I right? Our expense also rise to meet it. So you make 5,000, you spend 5,000. You make 10,000, you also spend 1,000. Very often, when income rises with time, right, our expenses rise and exceed it. You agree with me now? Anybody guilty of that? I know you won't put that in hand now. Right? Because you're not like that. Huh? So what happened was that this is what you must do. As income rises with time, right, your expenses generally the same. Then there's this excess, right, you save it. And in this sutta, you teach you how to save as well. So this is quite relevant, but I'm already jumping the gun. So here you're talking about actually how to achieve economic wealth. All right? You think the monk need this, no? This is in the sutta, no. I don't think it's relevant for the monk. Yeah? Let's continue. This is again from another sutta which I extracted. The headman actually asked, how can we actually enjoy happiness for people like us who enjoy sensual pleasure? Can you see the words there? Sensual pleasures. So Buddha said there are 4 kinds of happiness. First kind is happiness of possession. So when you acquire wealth, it's happy one. Why? Because in a very privileged position to contribute, to give donation. Am I right? A lot of people want to give also cannot. No. So you're very privileged when you have wealth. So it's a good thing, and that's a form of happiness. Is it okay? Happiness of enjoyment. Of course, you enjoy your wealth. It doesn't mean you stinge there. You can because you can afford. So can you wear very nice suit? Can. Can you buy luxury watches? Can. How about LV bag? Can also. You understand? There's nothing wrong. Important you don't get slave to it. Remember, you own those things. Those things don't own you. You understand that? Because I used to have a neighbor every day wash car. I don't know who owned who. I think the car owned him. Understand? All right. So don't do that. I don't bother about my car. So my car is quite dirty. Not very dirty, but quite dirty. So whenever I lend my cars to my aunt, right, my aunt always complain, you got a maid, how come your car so dirty? Because I don't ask the maid to clean my car. Because I clean my cars before, I wash my car before, it's quite tiring. So I realized if my maid were to clean my car, it's very tired, and she cannot do the other stuff. So I don't ask her to clean my car. So generally quite dirty, but it's okay. Bearable. So I'll just drive in and then get people to wash. All right, so remember the possessions. Okay, you can enjoy, but remember, you are not slave to those things that you acquire. Freedoms from debt. This is important. Because when you're free from debt, generally you're more peaceful. Let's say, for example, you have a mortgage to pay, car loan to pay, and you lose your job. What happened? You are very stressed. Am I right? If you're a businessman and you have a lot of debt, right, you're very stressed when the economy goes downturn. So when you have no debts, right, this is a form of what? Happiness. So is it good or great? It's good. All right, so try to actually have less debt. I know Singapore very tough, especially if you drive car. Because every 10 years, you have to take a loan and then you're into debt again. And then for some reason, this is what I discovered, maybe not just in Singapore, everywhere in the world, it's the same one. People like you to be in debt, especially the bankers. Sorry, any bankers here? All right, no, you pay things by credit card. Credit card company will ask you to pay by installment. They want you to spend more. Seriously. And if you ever buy a second-hand car, I don't know whether it's experience. If you ever buy a second-hand car, and if you don't take any loan, you're not very happy one. And they slap you with a surcharge. Do you know that? If you buy a second car, you don't take a loan, you pay $500 more as a surcharge for not taking loan. So they always encourage to be in that one. But for us as Buddhists, we need to be very careful because we want to have a stress-free life. So if you know that, it's very peaceful, it's a form of happiness. Okay? And the last one, happiness or blamelessness. Whatever you do, your speech, your thoughts, all right, and your actions, blameless. All right? And there's a form of happiness as well. Okay? So notice for people like us who enjoy sense pleasures, and there are 4 kinds of happiness we can enjoy. All right? Very mundane, right? You agree with me? Anything spiritual here? Nothing, right? Nothing. You talk about life, suffering, no meaning. Don't have, right? All right? So this is to a head man of a village there. Okay? Let's continue. To help to clear the misconceptions. Many of the Buddha followers who attend first 3 stages of sainthood were lay people, like you and I. So we got chance, no? So you can be a street winner, no? All right? So do you do down the road? No? Don't need. In fact, during Buddha's time, right, some of the lay people achieve arahantship. They're not even monks, I'm sure you are familiar with Yasa, the very first lay person that Buddha actually met. All right? He attained arahantship there. Not because he became a monk first. No, he was a lay person. So after he attained arahantship, right, he lost taste for all the household life. That's why he became a monk. Okay, there are a lot of other examples. But I'd like to actually pick one example here from Dhammapada 142. All right? Now, I'll share with you the story very quickly because we have shortage of time. So what happened was, this is about a minister, King Pasenadi of Kosala. All right? One of his ministers, his name is Santati. So what happened was, Santati was very skillful in stopping a revolt in the border area. So the king was extremely happy with his performance, and the king rewarded him by giving him his kingdom for 7 days. Meaning that this minister can enjoy like a king, use his palace, enjoy whatever, can sit on king's elephant as well. All right? So for 7 days, And the king also gave him a lady to entertain him. And this lady is supposed to sing and dance, for him for 7 days, So obviously, he's enjoying his life, 7 days, All right? And tipsy most of the time, He was drunk most of the time, Because the king gave him the privilege there. Why don't make use of it, right? It's like you never eat durian before, suddenly can eat durian. What happened? You eat a lot more, right? Clear? So it's the same for him. He enjoyed his life for 7 days. On the 7th day, he was going to a river to actually bathe. Now, at the gate, he actually met Buddha. All right? So he nodded his head. All right? As a form of respect. So Buddha was just standing there, doing nothing. As he passed by, Buddha actually smiled. So it's very odd. All right? When somebody nods at you, normally nod back or you smile. Right? No, Buddha did not do that. It's only when he passed Buddha and Buddha smiled. All right? So at that time, Ananda was with him. So obviously it's very odd for Buddha to smile when he actually passed and not when he actually met his eye. So he asked Buddha, "Hey, boss, why you smile?" Now the boss word is I use, not Ananda. Boss, why you smile? So what happened was actually Buddha said, "This evening, this man will come and see me. I will share with him 4 verses, and he will understand." When they say understand, means he achieve penetration and realize. This is what my understanding. So there were critics around at that point in time. There were critics as well as supporters. So the critic was saying, "This stupid Gautama, right? All right? How can he say such things? All right? Let's come back this evening and see how he made himself a fool." So this was the critics, all saying something like this. So what happened was that this gentleman, he went back, all right, and enjoyed himself. Okay. Now the lady who was entertaining him has not been eating for the last 7 days, fasting to maintain her grace. So what happened was about entertaining the minister, right? He actually dropped dead. So the minister was shocked when he realized the girl was dead. So suddenly he lost sense pleasure. No more taste for sense pleasure. All right? And he was very lost. So he went back home, actually. He didn't see Buddha. He went back home to try to recover. He was actually very drunk. All right? He was trying to recover. And he was very sad. Okay? And then remember Buddha. So in the evening, he went to see Buddha. He asked Buddha to help him to get rid of the sorrow. All right? So Buddha actually said this, in your past life, you have experienced this many, many times, but you fall back into it. You experienced it countless times with this lady who died in front of you, countless life. So Buddha advised him, don't look at the past. Don't look at the futures. In your present, you'll see very clearly. So with this word, right, he went to meditate what Buddha said, and he realized, all right? So what happened was that he also knew he's going to pass away already. He's going to die. He asked Buddha for the permissions to go off. Buddha said, before you go off, paradibana, before you go off, can you share with the people here, because there are critics there, what have you done in your previous life? And your previous life. You see, in my previous lives, in the different world cycles, I was helping to preach the Dharma. So you go around the country on foot to preach the Dharma. And he met the king one day, and the king told him, what are you doing? He said, I'm preaching, spreading the words. He said, you cannot do it like this. I give you a horse. So with the horse, you go around the country, spreading the words. And then years later, he met the king again. Are you still using the horse I give it to you? He said, yeah. No, you cannot use the horse. Too old already. I give you a chariot. So you go around in a chariot. And finally, the king gave him elephant as well. So he can travel very comfortably, spreading the words. And that was what he did. So he was saying this at the time, he actually flew up in the air. According to a commentary, the height of 7 palm tree. No, you and I cannot do that. All right, so obviously different. So all the critics was quiet. All right, and he passed away. Now, if you take a look at these verses, though Galilee decked, no, Galilee means very colorful, it's like dressed like a peacock. So in today's context, if you wear your suit, right, and your friend Muller watch, or your Patek Philippe watch, it's absolutely okay one. Okay? If he should live in peace, very important, with passion, subdue, sense, control, certain of the four paths of the sainthood, strong faith, confident, perfectly pure, lay aside the rod. Rod means in will. In his relations towards all being, a Brahmana indeed is he, aesthetic is he, a bhikkhu is he, a noble person. So you notice it doesn't matter what you wear outside, it's up here. All right? So don't think you need to dress like beggars or things like that to be a Buddhist. Some people got this impression because they see the monks are all dressed this way only. Other religions, you notice the spiritual leader don't dress this way. Am I right? In fact, some of the spiritual leaders even got private jet. It's in the press there. I didn't cook this thing up. So they got private jet one. I said, my God. They take very high salary one. But if you look at the monk, right, they got nothing. No bank account one. They can't even pluck fruits there. They can't even cook themselves there. They depend on us one. You understand? So this particular verse, I thought it's very useful. So in case you think you need to look like a poor person in order to practice Buddhism, don't need Are you okay? Yeah. So Buddhism is a gradual path. It's a gradual path. All right? And you integrate the Buddhist teaching into our lives. We don't do it when we're free only. Some people say, when I go older, I do that. No, you can't do that. You do it as early as possible. I see some people are very young here. It's very good. Buddha said you're like a moon, all right, in a cloudless night. Because when I grow old, a lot of cloud. You understand? Yeah? All right? So it's a gradual path. All right? So it's gradual learning, gradual practice, and gradual progress. Okay? And, it's leading forwards to Nibbana. So it's like a great ocean that gently slopes away. Understand? You don't see the ocean shore suddenly just drop. No, it slopes away. And then towards somewhere in the middle of the ocean, you notice it drops suddenly. Realization comes suddenly. But it's a gradual process. Understand? Clear? All right? Now, just one last part, simile of the fields. So this is to help you to appreciate and understand. So what happened was in this particular sutta, SN 42.7, there was this headman of village asked Buddha, he said, Buddha, you're very compassionate, sir, to everybody, to all being, right? All being. But I notice you're a bit unfair, no? That's what he said. I notice some people, you teach them very thoroughly, talk a lot. And to some people, you just talk a little bit only. Not very fair, no? Right? So this is what he said to the Buddhas. No? Now, I use my own words, but that's the gist. Okay? So Buddhas, in return, asked him, if you own 3 pieces of land, all right? And the first piece of land, first plot is very fertile. The second plot is just average. And the third plot of land, right, is not fertile. What would you do? So imagine you're a farmer, what would you do? I focus a lot on my fertile land. Plant whatever crop, give me the best yield. Am I right? Then followed by the second plot. And the third plot, right, I still can plant something very hardy, maybe good as feed for the pigs. All right? So I'll treat them differently. So same. So your fertile plot of land is like the monks and the nuns. They are on scholarship, right? They are full-time. Seeking enlightenment, developing the factor is a full-time job. You understand? So they are on scholarship. Anybody ready for a scholarship? All right, so they're on scholarship. So that's the reason why I focus a lot on them. Then the second plot is like lay people, you and I. All right? We are not yet to take the scholarship one. Understand? All right? And then the third plot of land, this could be people of different affiliation. All right? So Buddha will just teach them 1 or 2 sentences or 1 or 2 verses. If they get it, it's good. All right? No, this could be from other religion. They convert back one knows here. They convert to Buddhism. So they just, pay less attention. So it's the same as a farmer. Right? So anything wrong? Nothing wrong, right? Let's presuppose I managed to develop a pill, a magic pill. And this magic pill, once you consume, right, you enter Nibbana. Would you want to consume? Show hand, please. Show hand, come on. Only 1, 2. I say again for the second time, I got this pill. You consume, you enter Nibbana. Slightly more. I say the third time. When I consume it, you're 10 dibana. Slightly more. You notice not everybody put out a hand. Why? Because you're not ready. Those put out a hand, they are ready. Right? They're all the while looking for shark's pill. But I can tell you, it doesn't exist. All right. So why are we not ready? Because you still cannot reconcile the fact the next time when you eat the char kway teow, it's not going to be the same taste. And your favorite music doesn't sound the same anymore. Then your loves, your feeling for your loved one is the same as your feeling for the man in the street. You cannot reconcile. It's the same. Come on. You're no more sense pleasure. No. Okay, no. You're not so okay. Because you still like your char kway teow, right? Right? And you still like your music, right? To pump you up, right? So you're not ready. So even I got magic pill, you're not ready. Only a couple of them. Right? They are ready. When they say ready, I'm not too sure inside they're really true or not. They are ready. So you notice everybody has their own time. All right? So we cannot rush. It's a marathon. Clear with this? So it's a continual practice. Every single way, every little way. Okay? One last slide on that. So this is the relationship between Sangha and the householders. Monks, the householder, are very helpful to you as they provide you with the requisites of robes, alms, foods, lodging, medicine. Everything provided for, including the kuti. Right? So all doesn't belong to the monks, no? In fact, the monks are supposed to actually travel from monastery to monastery, no? All right? They're not encouraged to stay there forever, no? This is my monastery, no. All right? Technically, you're supposed to move on, no? So you are not attached to the monastery, So where does this come from? Lay people like you and I. So we play a very important role. Now, and you monks are very helpful to the householder as you teach them the Dharma, admirably in the beginning, in the middle, in the end. And in the way the whole life is lived, in the mutual dependence. See the words there? I highlighted. For the purpose of crossing over the floods, for making an end to suffering. So there's mutual dependence. So we have a role to play and they guide us as well. All right? And we provide them with the support. Clear this? All right? So you notice, so everybody has his own role. One fine day, I don't know, maybe you wake up one fine day, you decided to don the robe. I have no idea. All right? And take on full scholarship. All right? So we'll be happy for you. Is it okay? Anybody? You can try the short-term monkhood also can. All right? Maybe you go away and never come back. Possible. We don't have no idea. So this is the sutta overviews. Basically, they call it the Vijnanas of householders. It's like the disciplinary code for householder, for people like us, lay people. Practical advice for householder on how to conduct themselves skillfully and the relationship with others. So in this particular sutta, they talk a lot about relationships. Outline the responsibility of all parties. Okay. And this is the, what you call, how the sutta developed. So what happened was that Buddha one day was actually on his alms round in the early morning. Met this gentleman, his name is Sigala, all right, on his alms round. And Sigala's, all the while, is not interested in Dharma. His parents got problem with him because he's not interested to go temple. All right, so he will complain, all right. He said, if I go temples, then I have to bow, then my clothes will be dirty. All right, and then we have to make donations, so I lose money. So he complained a lot about this. So the father also don't know what to do with him. So before the father passed away, right, he tell this young man to pray 6 directions. So Buddha actually saw him actually praying 6 directions. And it's important to uphold the wishes of your parents. So what happened was that he's praying in 6 directions. Now, it's a common practice for the Indians to pray 6 directions, even before Buddha's time. So it's a very common thing to do. Because if you read the Vedas, which is the Hindu holy book, so they are actually direction guardians in different directions to protect, all right, the person who worship. So it's not uncommon, 6 directions. So what happened was that Buddha did not rubbish that this practice is nonsense. All right? He adapted the Buddhist teaching into it. So instead of actually telling him to this nonsense, he telling him how to worship the 6 directions in a proper manner, which we'll discuss later on. Now the sutta is divided into 3 parts. The first part is on avoiding evil's ways. Okay, this is something we should avoid. And the second part is choose true friends and false friends. Friends, very important. Later we discuss that. And the last part is worshiping the 6 directions. Avoiding four evils way, four evil actions, and come from four mental states. The second one, four causes of evil actions. And the last one, 6 ways of squandering wealth. Right? You notice it's actually really very mundane thing. Oh. Nothing spiritual about it. Yeah? So you add up together, it's 14. 14 in Cantonese is satsay, sure die. For those people who don't understand Cantonese, satsay is sure die. So you got to remember this. These 14 things to avoid. Because sure die one. Okay. Now here, 14 evils way. First ones, we discussed the 4 vices in conduct. First one's killing. Anybody kill anybody recently? I just killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6. The body is still in my home. Now, we're not talking about this. Perhaps you kill maybe 2 cockroaches last month. 2 cockroaches last month. A couple of ants. Maybe 6 mosquitoes, that kind of thing. These are beings. We're not talking about just human beings. We talk about any being. All right? So sometimes, very unconsciously, we just kill mosquitoes because anybody here love pets or insects? Except for the anthropologists, majority of us, we don't like such things. Am I right? So sometimes we are just not mindful. We just kill cockroaches and then we just squeeze the ants, Am I right? So you got to be mindful. So I always encourage people, you want to get rid of those pets from your house, right? You just go and buy those incense, in the form of gold ingot. You understand those things? You can buy from those shops, and you smoke your house. Understand? You close the window, close all the doors. All right. You need the smoke to penetrate the crevices to drive this insect out. It's important to do it simultaneously for all the room there. All right, so that you don't spread from room to room. Understand? All right, do it almost simultaneously. All right, and then you drive all these insects, right, bugs, right, to the common areas. Now, of course, you are a good Buddhist. You don't want to end up your neighbor's house, right? You advise your neighbor as well. We smoke together. All right, so drive everything to the common corridors. Yeah? Now, if you don't like smoke stuff, right, the Indians will know very well. They got these neem leaves. You familiar? Neem leaf? You can buy from Buffalo Streets. You can put neem leaf. All this will drive away all the pests. Look at this. It's useful. So at the end of the day, you don't need to kill those bugs. These are beans. So no killing. Understand? Very straightforward. Some of them sell explanatory. No stealing because 5 precepts. You understand that? No stealing. All right? But today context sometimes very vague. You download music, download e-book. Maybe you have to pay one, no. All right, you take pictures, can you just take, must pay one, no. So sometimes we don't know, so you got to be mindful. Some of this is not free, no. All right, it's not royalty free. You need to pay one, no. Clear? So our actions, we got to be more mindful. Do we have to pay for it? Especially some people just send e-book around. Even some Buddhist books are not free one, no. This is what I discover. You got to pay for it. And obviously, sometimes they use it as a form of donations and that kind of thing. So not all books, including Buddhist books, are free, no. You got to pay for it. So we got to be aware of that as well. So no stealing, not taking things not given to you. Sexual misconducts, of course you know that inappropriate behaviors. This one you break the family. Clear? It's not very straightforward. And then no lying. Okay. Some people tell me very difficult because I'm a lawyer. Musawada, very difficult. I'm a lawyer. Wrong profession. I don't know. I'm not too sure. All right. In fact, last time I lied a lot. Really, I lie a lot, especially to my wife. She's not here today, so I can speak a bit louder. Yeah. So every time she put on a new piece of dress, right? She asked me whether nice or not. I gotta say nice one. I don't know the family no peace, so I every time lie. Nice. All right. And then sometimes every night they ask me, did I put on weight? No, don't have. Yeah, it's not the truth, but I lie. Also lie to my children about Santa Claus. Right? Also lie to my mother, she's still young. So I lie a lot, seriously. Now I become more careful. All right? Now my children, when they fall ill, right, I say, okay, take the medicine, go to sleep, tomorrow will be okay. And tomorrow comes, right, still not okay. So the real tomorrow is not yesterday tomorrow, it's today tomorrow. Okay? Take medicine, you go and sleep, tomorrow will be okay. So tomorrow came again, still not okay. The real tomorrow is today, tomorrow. It's not yesterday, tomorrow. It's not the day before yesterday, tomorrow. It's today, tomorrow. You understand that? They don't understand that mind. All right? So this is the way I actually kind of lie to them. All right? But of course, some people say, how about white lie, things like that. Actually, it's important not to lie at all. Because after a while, you don't know what is white lie, what is real lie. You don't know what is true, you don't know what is untruth. It become very vague. So as far as possible, don't try to lie. Okay? Unless it's BP policy. You know what is BP policy? Bo pian one. No choice one. Now, Ajahn Bah has this story about these two gentlemen in the hospital. They're supposed to go through heart operations. And because they stay in the hospital for checks, so they get to know each other. All right? And they also get to know the family members. So whenever the first patient went in and he didn't survive the operation, the second patient, all right, met the family members, and met the wife, and said, how's, let's say, assuming his name is John, how is John doing? So the wife said, John is okay. He's doing well. All right. Why do you think the person lied? If you tell the truth, right, the second patient before enter the operation theater will be dead already. So this is no choice. But as far as possible, try not to. Because after a while, you don't have idea what is true and what is untrue. And when you always speak the truth, right, it's very nice, man. Why? Because you don't have to keep track what you say. Understand? If you don't have to keep track what you say, right, it's very nice, it's very peaceful one. Worry-free. Understand? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? You know this? You don't have, it's the same thing. Clear? So speaking truth is good. Clear? Now, of course, somebody will come to this stage and realize, how come there's only 4 items, 4 vices there? I thought we have these 5 precepts, right? That means it's okay, right? We don't need, right? We don't need, we can drink like no tomorrow. No, it's here. It's under 6 ways of squandering well. So end up still 5-1, okay? Indulgence, intoxicants cause heedlessness. So intoxicants is not just drink, it could be drugs and things like that. Clear? So add together the 5 precepts. Now, the 5 precepts, in case you're not aware, right? The first 4 is to protect other people. The first 4, protect other people. The last one, protect yourself. So you protect yourself, you protect others. You see how nice? If everybody do this, right, well, the world will be very peaceful. I protect you, you protect me. All right, I protect myself. Very nice. All right, so everybody protected. So, of course, the policemen not so happy because they'll be out of job. All right. So let's come to the 4 mental states, the 4 evil actions led by desire, chanda. The chanda here is not will, because some people, chanda is will. It's kama chanda, which is your desire, your greed. And greed usually sometimes come about is because we tend to compare. Once you compare, you got this new feeling, all right, that greed came about. Now, it's important to be contented whatever you have, all right, because why? Even if you are the richest person in the world, right, you are still very poor if you don't know what is contentment and you don't know what is enough. The richest man is still very poor if you don't know what is enough. Okay, so at every level, we are contented. But it doesn't mean we are complacent. No, Buddha wants you to work hard. Work hard in whatever you do. Clear with this? Second one, anger. Especially when you compare, you got this ill will, the anger comes out. All right? And sometimes when you have anger, it's because some standard of yours is violated. If you think about this, all right, a person get angry is because some standard is violated. Let's say, for example, you're a parent, and your children come in late. So the standard is violated. You get angry. All right? Instead of showing concern, right, you get angry. The standard violated. Clear this out. So you got to remember of this. Whenever you get angry, it's because some standard has been violated. And this standard usually associated with some loss. I don't know whether you know that. It's also always associated with some loss. So in this case, for example, if the kids come back late, all right, from the parents' perspective, trust, lost trust. Break promises. There's a violation there. So there's this loss. Sometimes it could be loss of financial, loss of face. It's Chinese, face very important. Lost face, lao kui, so they lash up. Clear with this? Right? Lost time, the inconvenient. So that's the reason why people get angry. But if you are mindful, you notice you can reconcile that. You can make up for all those things. Okay, I'll give you a very simple example. Because I lost temper the other day. That was a few weeks back. So what happened was that my office lease is due for renewal end of the month, July. And I notified the landlord, you must give 3 months notice. I notified at 4 months ahead. The landlord did not do anything until I called him again in May. So he said, oh, okay, I'll do something for you. But you see, I need to justify to my boss. So I 意思 increase a little bit. Now, in case you don't know what is 意思 means for sure. For sure, I need to increase a little bit. So I was quite happy. Okay, 意思 increase a little bit. So over the weekend, I was having an event, so I didn't check my email until Sunday evening. And Sunday evening, I received it, I look at the thing. Then I was very angry, because the for sure is 11%. 11%, how can be for sure one? So obviously, the Monday itself, I was quite harsh to him. But subsequently, he compromised and did something else for me. So increased a little bit, nominal. I don't know why he did in the first place did that. Because he promised me it's for sure only, right? 意思. How can be 11%? So I apologized to him. I think nobody apologized to landlord. So I go Buddhist, I feel that I need to apologize. So sometimes this type of thing, because we are still lay person, but we got to be aware of it. Clear? Ignorance. And sometimes our ignorance, we do the wrong thing. So understanding very important. So attending Dharma talk is very important. All right? And if you don't understand, never mind, always consult, always ask. Last, fear. We act out of fear. Fear could be due to ignorance as well. You just remember, every time when you're in a state of fear, if you have to make a decision, right, it's not very good. Why? Because when it comes from a state of fear, right, your decision is not very sound. Now, I don't care how intelligent you are, your IQ 160, right? In a state of fear, right, your IQ dropped to the level of a chicken. Suddenly, you're quite stupid one. Now, you could be very clever, you're doctors, you're lawyers, but once you get angry or you're fearful, right, your IQ suddenly dropped all the way down. And you make very stupid mistake one. Right? Clear? Now, remember, I just mentioned anger and fear are related one. No. Can you remember the tutor, the tutor and the director of the company? I think they're quite smart. I don't know how to be a tutor at the hawker center in Toa Payoh. Remember? They beat up the old man. Right? Because they lose their head, their IQ of a chicken only. You understand what to expect? But once they're outside the context, you notice they're very clever people. So we're also guilty of that. I think today's newspaper, talking about a doctor's, right, go and vandalize somebody's car. You think a doctor's not clever? To be a doctor in Singapore is not simple. Of course, the IQ must be very high, right? But again, overwhelmed with emotion, right? So the IQ dropped to a level of chicken again. In this case, maybe lizard only, I'm not too sure. Okay, now, let's go to this item here, indulging intoxicants. Now, I just list it up because I have separate slide for it. Loitering in the street, unseemly hours, frequent theoretical shows, indulging in gambling and cause heedlessness. It's very serious. Later, I have separate slide on that. Associate with the evil's companions. And last one, habits of idleness. Okay, that's 6 ways. Remember this 14 item, sure die one. Can you remember that? Okay, now intoxicant, drugs. All right. Squandering wealth. It's not cheap. All right. Drinks, not cheap. Seriously. It's not cheap. I'm sure you know that. Okay. Straight away, you lost wealth already. Am I right? You got to spend a lot. I don't know about drugs. Certainly not cheap. Okay. Liable to sickness. In my career, actually, I have a gentleman who reported to me. And when I was posted at that place, right, first thing I discovered, he's a drunkard. How do you know? He smell liquor first thing morning. When a person first thing morning have to drink, right, it's very serious already. And a couple of years later, he actually passed away. Liver cancer. Illness, all right? Now, there are these weaknesses. Later, I'll cover that, all right? Loss of good names. Once you actually lost your head, right, you lost reputations. Again, in my entire career, right, there are 3 occasions during dinner and dance, people drink too much, right? And they lash out at their boss. That's the end of the career, man. Seriously. Right? So you notice sometimes you don't like your boss, you just hate you just don't like your guts of the boss. You just don't like your boss, right? And you just mumble to yourself, right? Once you get drunk, right, suddenly you're courageous. You go and confront your boss. But that's a stupid thing to do. That's the end of career, no? Indecent exposure, the other side is weakening the intellectual, which I discussed. So don't do that. And next is haunting the street in unfitting times. In Buddha's times, usually the man is supposed to be back home to protect your property and protect your children and your wives. Right? Of course, today we got high-tech stuff, got CCTV, alarm, and all those things. But in Buddha's times, in today's context, it's the same thing. You should be home early. You're out late at night, right? You are suspicious for even there's crimes, So this is something you should avoid. And recently we have this. You know about this. This recent newspaper only, 5th of July. Somebody got killed something like 3 a.m. And I'm very sad for those people who commit a crime. They're all very young, in the 20s. And one of them is a girl. In Singapore, these are things, right? A death sentence. So unseemly hour, you should be at home, all right? Spend time with your family members. You should not be out there loitering, one. At one stage, I was a sport freak, all right? I was addicted to sport, in case you do not know. I was addicted to sport. Anybody addicted to sport? Any form of addiction is no good. But something so wholesome like sport, right? I was addicted. So I run every day, one. So I run middle of the night, one. No. I cycle middle of the night. I stopped by police before. Why are you cycling late in the night? Cannot, man. So it's not very good. Even you're a sport freak. Don't do that. Yeah. Frequenting the fair. Okay, I need to speed up. It's serious. Frequenting the fair. So in today's context itself, it's all your entertainments. It's all your entertainments. In Buddha's time, dancing, singing, all those things. In today's context, it's entertainment. So a lot of people are actually very addicted to watching movies, the dramas, and all your handphones and things like that. Seriously. I see people carrying a couple of phones, and one of them is to watch video, and the other one just in case the Prime Minister office call. Very busy, no. And then when they take the escalator, right, at the landing, right, they don't know whether turn left or turn right. Right, they cause a jam there. Right? Seriously, they're all engrossed. No. Even they watch that while driving, so they anyhow park their car. So because they anyhow park their car, right, you have to also anyhow park the car. Am I right? And then when they leave, people think you anyhow park your car. Seriously. Now, I find it very strange. If you watch those movies is about problem. Am I right? Have you watched a movie there's no problem? Now, you don't like problem and suffering, but somehow subconsciously you like people having problems. When you watch the movie, having problems, right? Anybody watch the movie, no problem? You won't watch, right? Am I right? So you notice you watch movies, all got problem, right? And you love it, right? And my mother-in-law stay with me. Every day I have to endure, but I live with it. All the Taiwanese drama, no. So all the Taiwanese drama, no. Evening have, afternoon also have, Right, this man scold the lady cries, she scold again, she cry again. Then they think about the past, right? And then they're very happy, then they hug, then they make up, right? Then the lovers of this woman comes in and kill the man, take all his possession, and it all happened in the same room, in the same episode. And she enjoy it. And likewise for yourself, right? You enjoy those problems, right? Right? So it's no good. Some people enjoy so much, this is what happened. I'm very concerned, especially the youngsters who are addicted to computer game. This happened a couple of years back, Farmsville. This lady, has a newborn. Her problem was that did not feed because she was too addicted to this game. In fact, I read a book before. It's about this, and this author interviewed the designer of this game. And the designer of this game is how we make this thing popular. It's very simple. We just make people worry. When you make people worry, this game becomes addictive. All right, so people look at the crops. What happened to the crops? They want to constantly monitor. That's very bad, very unhealthy. And that's how this game becomes so popular. All right, and this also happened in Korea. Almost quite similar game. All right, again, it's about growing virtual baby. Instead of helping their own baby, they grow virtual baby and the baby died. It's in the news, no? So it's terrible. So addicted to computer game, no? And I find many of the games are very unwholesome, no? Okay. Next, gambling. Okay, what happens? When you gamble, you lose a lot of trust. People run away from you, because gambling is associated with something else, debt. Okay, and this is what happens. This is recent newspaper. This is in February 2019. Former card run away, right? Embezzle 46, now 18-year jail. And here, this one, very recently, 40 million compulsive gamblers, embezzle 40 millions. Okay, and he plays 150 wagons, It's more than somebody 1 year pay. Okay, and of course this one very sad. It starts from gambling debt. Eventually kill the wife and the daughter. That's very bad. All started with gambling. So I'm very concerned when people are addicted to this, because not too long ago I was requested to actually befriend somebody. And the gentleman, 31 years old, addicted to online gambling, football betting for 13 years, since university days. Oh, that's very bad. All right? And of course, this one very classic one. These are all high-flyer executive. He's a top-notch lawyer. His father is a high court judge. His grandfather is also a lawyer. Brother is also a lawyer. And because of his gambling debts, right, he actually misoperated 4.8 million and now 12 years jail. Used to be a top debater in NUS. It's very sad. Career all gone. All right? And likewise for this gentleman. All right? 42-year jail term. You'll never see sunrise again outside. All right? 117 cheated 4 banks. I'm sure you know this. So actually, sometimes we got to ask ourselves, it's not what's wrong with the addiction. To them, it's what's right. What's right with the addiction? They find short-term pleasure, peace. This is what they said when you interview them. So the question is that, why are these things missing in their life? So I find that actually the Dharma helps us to balance that. No, but we're still a human, right? Because sense pleasure. You need balance there. You need strong anchors there. These people are seeking all those things out, right, for happiness there. But wrong kind of happiness. They get themselves into long-term pain. So very quickly, 6 bad companies. You notice gambling, drunkards, it's all there already. So it's important to actually keep good friends there. Stay away from all these things. Okay, very quickly. My apologies, I'll probably have to finish 12, and then you ask 1, 2 questions.
It's okay. We just give estimated time.
Estimated time, okay. So idleness. Buddha already mentioned already, you need to be hardworking and proficient. So obviously, idleness will squander your wealth. Whatever you have, even your parents bequeath to you, right? In no time, you can lose everything, right? All right, so in Buddha's time, it's the father complained too hot, too cold, too early, too late, too hungry, too full. All right, in today's context, you understand one. 80-20 rule. 80% of work in the office, right, is done by 20% of people. Am I right? And you're the 20%, right? Am I right? Yes, because you're hardworking one. You follow Buddha advice. The rest just spend time at the pantry. You're the 20% hardworking one. This statistics everywhere. Most of them people spend, it's only 50% of the time their mind is in the work. Because you are mindful, you learn meditation, you understand? You are mindful. When you work, you work. When you play, you play. Clear this? You are the 20%, and I'm happy for you, okay? So can you remember these 14 things now? 14 evils. If you still cannot remember, I give you anchor words. Sure die one. So next time you want to do something that's stupid, just remember these anchor words. These are trigger words. You have it to remember. Don't do that. Now remember some of those examples I cite just now from newspaper. They're all intelligent people. Extremely intelligent. But they lose their head. Clear this now. Can we also lose our head? Possible one. This is the reason why you need to practice mindfulness. Be always present. Okay, now next set is on the false friends and the good friends. There are 4 sets of 4. Okay? So Buddha very clever. They put things very nicely so you can remember easily. So remember just now, sure die 1 14. 4 sets of 4. Downright taker, mere talker, sweet talker, fellow spendthrift. Stay away from all these people. Now mix around with the true friends. Who are these true friends? They help us constant in joys and in sorrow. All right? That means that you are in sorrow, they won't run away one. Good counselor and a caring one. Okay. Now there are actually breakdowns on 4 sets of 4. Right? So I will not go through the details. So false friends, okay, talk only okay, take whatever's. There are people like this. I do have people like this. No, seriously, they take and take and take. And these are my used to be my associate, my staff. So eventually I got to remove them. They take and take, and they also steal. All right, so you headache. So I got to remove them. All right, serve only his own end. So these people are very selfish. So conversely, the true friends, the helpers, they guard you. Properties, all right, when not around, they help you. So I happen to have neighbors like this. So whenever I travel, my neighbor will bring me to the airport and they take care of my car. Never mind, when I come back, my neighbor come and fetch me. Very nice. Seriously, I'm not joking. Some of my friends don't believe that until they see my friend can pick me up. My neighbor. All right, so they protect my property. So anything's right. All right, they actually say, get the family to call me, I can help them. So very nice. Seriously. All right. False friends, these are spendthrift. Spendthrift. Take strong drink, roam the streets. Just now we actually covered that. Now, birds of same feather flock together. So you've got to be very careful now. This is what they say. What happened from you 5 years later, depend on the people you meet and the book you read. Now, most people don't read books, except for people here. Here is above national average. Now, for those people who don't read books, right, then their friends is the big influence. All right, so 5 years from now, it's the friends that make a lot of difference to you, good or bad. Now, I'm very concerned, because I did some work in the school before, I'm very concerned about those youngsters, those teenagers, especially those in early secondary school one, because they are more rebellious. There's nothing wrong. This is part of life. They are not rebellious by nature because they're rebellious. No, because they try to identify they are trying to look for their own identity. And that's the reason why they want to move out. They don't want to be behind the apron of the parents. So that's the reason why they tend to be rebellious. The friends become the greatest influence. So it's very important to mix around with the right one. Just like I mentioned about university students who are actually addicted to online gamblings, it started because of university friend. But university friends was because his moral anchor is strong, wasn't addicted. He actually moved off. But for him, he got caught in. All right? And for the last 30 years, has been gambling. Okay? True friends, they do not delight in your misfortunes, okay, and delight in your fortune. So these people are not jealous, are not envious of your success. They celebrate together with you. It's very nice, okay? And prevent others speaking ill of you, okay, and comments others who actually speak well of you. So they don't speak ill of you, all right? People speaking ill of you, you actually stop them. So these are very nice friends. We should have more of this type of friends. Very quickly, mere talker. These are NATO king. You're familiar with local jargon, NATO king. No action, talk only. I'm sure in the office have. So we know that statistically, there will be 20% people like them in the office, talk only. And these people are very smooth talker, seriously. Now you should be the other side. Good friends, he tell you the secret, but keep your secret. So you tell your friend your ATM number, he will keep it also. All right, does not abandon you in troubles, and even give his life for you. This one you got to measure yourself. I'm not saying they literally give your life, but in time of danger, maybe you're crossing the road, you're engrossed in a handful, they will probably dash 100 meters to try to save you. I don't know. Possible. All right? Sweet talker. These are the dangerous ones. Because a lot of scams are caused by people like them. So you got to be very careful. These are very good, very smooth talker. They can turn from black to white one. Yeah. All right. In fact, there's a story I'd like to share with you very quickly about this scorpion and the frog. You know this story? You don't know this story, the scorpion and the frog. So this scorpion, one fine day, he said, I decided to change a new leaf. I don't sting anybody anymore. So he wanted to befriend the frog, ask the friends to be his good friend. All right. The frogs, of course, know, because scorpion will sting, right? So, no, I don't want to be your good friend. He said, I've changed a new leaf. I don't want to sting anymore. Be my good friend. So, very persuasive. So, finally, the frog decided to be his friend. So, can I hop to your back? And then we cross the river. So, since we are good friends, okay, hop my back. So, we cross the river. And at the other side of the bank, right, the scorpion sting this frog. So, this frog said, I thought you're supposed to be my good friend. So, this scorpion said, I can't help it because I'm a scorpion. So you got to be very careful. These people are damn good talker. I came across some of them. Damn good. Very suave. Be very careful. All right? So good friends, good counselor. They give you a listening ear. All right? Let you hear what you not hear before. That means they actually share with you Dharma. Show you the way to heaven. When they say show you the way to heaven, not the heaven. Heaven is on earth. Happiness. All right? They share with you wholesome stuff. So it's happiness. Happiness can be experienced here. Hell can be experienced here. You understand? When you get angry, it's hell. You understand? So this one is for you to actually benchmark yourself. This is from AN 7336. A true friend gives what is hard to give, and does what is hard to do. Forgive you your harsh words, and nor does he roughly despise you. He tell you his secrets, but preserve your secrets. He does not forsake you in difficulty, nor does he roughly despise you. The person here in whom those qualities are found in a friend. One desiring a friend should resort to such a person. So you want to find a friend, find something like that. Or somebody match that, close to that. And I happen to some of friends like that. So it's very nice, all right? You need any help, they are there for you. Very nice, okay? For those which I listed earlier, right, the four evil ways, we stay away from them. Okay, they will rub off you, so it's very bad. This is from another suttas. Another asked Buddhas, spiritualized, 50% is good friends. You say, no, it's 100%. In this way itself, your good friends, 100% is your holy life. So it's important to keep good friends, okay, so that you help you to walk the path. On the next session is on the wealth. Just want to know, anybody read this book before? All right. How about this book? How about this book? Eddie Robbins. All right. And then this one, T.F. Hacker. Now, all this talk about wealth one. Actually, don't need. Buddha has his own version already, long time ago. I was surprised when I first read this sutta. Hey, Buddha got formula already, Okay. So he said, a wise man trained, disciplined, mentioned already, it must be hardworking. Shine out like a beacon fire, gather wealth just like bee gathers honey. Now, when the bee gather honey, they don't destroy the flower. Am I right? Same for us. We acquire wealth, not at expense of other people. Okay? And what happened was that, and it grow like ants here, higher yet. So it's slowly one. Somebody actually offer you a get quick rich scheme, right? Forget about it. Slow process and our wealth creations. With wealth so gained, the lay can devote it to the people's good, and he can divide his wealth in 4 parts. He should divide his wealth in 4 parts. 1 part he enjoy at will, 2 parts put to works, 4 parts put aside, reserved for rainy days. Now this is pie chart here. So Buddha tell you, all right, 1 part for 1 year, and then 1 quarter save, and then the 2 quarters you invest. So a long time ago, he tell you invest already. Invest business. In current contract, invest stock market. Financial instruments. Invest in business, invest in property, that's investment. And the third one, paper asset. So he tell you. So you live within your means. Don't spend like no tomorrow. So worshipping the 6 directions. So worshipping is the 6 directions. This is the 6 directions. Start from the east. Parents and children. 6 directions start with parents east. Why east? East is where the sun rises. At that time, there's no compass there. You notice it's not north, south, east, west. It's east, south, west, north. Come this way. East is the place, all right, where we see sunrise. Am I right? Yes. So they always orientate the temple east. So the parents, why? Because the parents give you life. So there's symbolic reason. We don't just Buddha does any hantama, no. Start from east because parents give you lives. The next important person in your lives, as a children, as a kids, is teacher. So that's why it's south. And then sunset is where you grow old. You leave your families, you give your parents, you set your own family, the wife come into pictures. Then followed by your north, and outside lives, friends, very important. All right? Your employee, employers, neither. This is the bottoms, and the top is your zeniths, your spiritual teachers. Now here, reciprocal responsibilities. Buddha talked about this responsibility, parents to children, children to parents. But the relationship between parents and children to parents is very different. It's extremely different. I'm not too sure whether they're aware or not. I'll just give you a very simple example so they can understand. If let's say, for example, the parent does something wrong to the children, all right? Does something wrong to the children. You notice the children may say, I will not forgive my parents. I hate my parents. Now, on the other hand, if the children does something very wrong, the parent will not shut. The parent will be very concerned, very worried. Even the child had done something extremely wrong. You notice there's a difference in the way we feel for each other. Parents to children, children to parents. Anybody realize that? So no matter how much the children do, we'll never be able to equate the love of the parents for the kids. Will never be equate one. That's why I'm very sad, because it happens in Singapore context. Many of the old folks stay alone. All right, I happen to be friends with some of the old folks. They stay alone by themselves in the 4-room flat. All by themselves. And children occasionally can visit them now. So I asked them before, why don't you join with the kids? Stay with the children. No, the children have their own thing. All right, they have their own problem. So the parents are very concerned, but they stay alone now. Okay? And some do not stay alone with the children, and every day quarrel, no. Social disconnect, no. I find very sad for those old folks, no. Every day quarrel, no. And you can stay in the household, right? The children don't support the parents, the parents still got to live off the saving, no. I say, oh my God, how come like that one? So no matter how much you do for your parents, you can never repay one. You got to remember that. You can never repay your parents. Next says, the teachers must train and instruct the pupils in a proper way, and the people in turns diligent. Now I learned in primary school, when you listen to the teacher, right, you get good grades on that. I learned that primary school. I don't know whether you realize that. All right, so teacher in any form, all right, pay attention when you learn. Husband and wives. Now, I will not elaborate this now. I'll just show you an example. This is a challenge now. Because only 50% of the marriage get to live forever. Only 50%. Majority go separate way. These are statistics everywhere in the world. So it's very sad. It's very sad. I'll just give you an example. This one you know one. It's a very recent example. Only 1 year only. It's gone already. Gone already. This one also a very recent one. In fact, there's a sutta on this. You say if you pass your view, don't take a very young wife. Buddha got this advice. Anything about spirituality here? No. You tell people, don't take a young wife. Take one about same age, it's okay, but don't take a young wife. Got problem one. And we see that. All right? So Buddha already gave this advice long time ago. Now, as far as this is concerned, right, marriage cannot just survive based on romantic love. Cannot. It's very foolish if you think it's possible. No. All right, there's a sense of obligation, responsibility. Important is acceptance. It's acceptance. I find that actually this is a difficult part. Because I read some of the reports before. People divorce, right, started because of a quarrel, and the quarrel is over the way they press the toothpaste. Seriously. All right, the husband just anyhow press, as long as it come out can already. But the wife must press from the bottom, gentle care, understand? And then the toothpaste just ooze out. And because of this, they quarrel. And then the toiletry must lay straight one. Kekarang lulus, understand? Very straight one. And because of this, right, they go separate way. How stupid can it be? Right? Don't be so fixated, uptight over this. You have to accept. We're all different. We have different personality. How's your squeeze? Never mind. Accept. If your husband quit this way, it's like this one. Yeah, people quarrel with the way they pack their luggage when they go for holiday. Supposed to be a good thing, right? Because the way they pack their luggage, they quarrel, then go separate way. How stupid can that be? Just have separate luggage and accept. You must accept. There's no right or wrong one. Seriously. Everybody from their own angle is always right. The fact you think is self-referencing one. You must understand. If you have thoughts right, it's always come from yourself. It's self-referencing one. And you're always right one. Am I right? The other people are always wrong one. Seriously. Anybody drive car here? Those people drive car will understand. Whoever drives faster than you, right? Whoever drives slower than you is an idiot, right? Am I right? Whoever drives faster than you is a maniac, right? Whatever speed you're driving is always correct one. Other people are wrong one. So who's wrong? Cannot be right. Come on. So in relationship, it's accept. Now, when I say accept, I'm not asking you just accept and give up. It's not give up. You accept, but when you respond for a state of acceptance, not give up. Clear with this? So you must give. Clear. But come from a state of acceptance. Clear? Not give up. Clear? This one very serious. This is Singapore one. Statistic 1 in 4 considering one. And the reason is this. When I read this, this few years ago, but I think it's relevant. Look at the second last one. Spending too much time on computer and phone. That's very serious. So you got to reflect and think. Because every time we gather people, right? You gather people at the dinner table, right? You notice everybody is engaged on their mobile device. Right? At one stage, I was very reassured. Because Singapore got hope. These people are engaged in intensive research. Then I realized they're checking Facebook, playing games. I said, oh my God. That's why there's a term right now, nomophobia. People are addicted to phone. Clear? So you got to be very careful with that. It's a tool. Tools go both ways. We're speaking of 6 directions. Okay, mentioned already. So husbands, okay, should be kind. Wife in returns, faithful, that kind of thing. All right, run the household efficiently. Friends, generous. Employers. Now you notice this. Any employer here? Pay fairly, provide welfare. Generally, all these things have. But it's just in today's context, especially with disrupting technology, right? You notice very difficult with loyalty. Because everything outsourced. You agree? So that's a challenge. Whatever the case may be, even we outsource, even the freelancer, we treat them fairly. Very important. All right? So as a freelancer, as a worker, as an agent, right, we still got to commit ourselves there. People pay you, you work properly. Clear? Don't cut corners. Now, just back to this slide again. Assuming that the Singapore government decided to have a campaign, all right, a caring and inclusive society. Got slogan one, huh? Got slogan one, all right. And then suddenly everything okay, you think so? No, start from bottom up, right? Start with individuals, go up, right? Am I right? To the families, all right? So here, quick summaries. Now, I will skip this slide because I have a better summary here. If you cannot remember, just remember 4 numbers. 4, 4, 6, 6. Is it okay? It's just coincidentally, I'm not suggesting you go and gamble. Just coincidentally, it's a 4-digit number. 4 vices, 4 causes, okay? And 4 ways of squandering wealth and directions, 4 worshiping in 6 directions. Is it okay? 4, 4, 6, 6. Can you remember? Because according to statistics, 30 days from now, you'll forget 90%. I hope you can remember 4, 4, 6, 6. Clear? I'll keep this one. So just like I mentioned, okay, start from individuals. The commitment start first. If you want a caring society, you must take from individuals. Nothing happens, only the individuals start first, all right? And then followed by family. Family is the bedrock, okay? And then employee-employer relationship, and of course, teachers, teacher, and the pupils. All right, so everything falling very nicely. So it's closely knit one. Okay, so the relationship must be strongly bond. The society will be strong. Okay. Now, one last final last one. This is from the Straits Times. This is a chairman of SMRT, and he actually mentioned here, SMRT is good if its people are good and do the right things right. You notice, I thought we should be doing it since day one. All right, but you notice it kind of encapsulates today's talks. So we got to do things properly. I think it's important. Start from individuals and then go outwards. Okay, this is from this guy's, Ray Davids. So fundamentals are the human's interest, so sane and wise, is the wisdom and appreciate them. Their utterance are so fresh and practical as binding today, as here, as they were then at Rajagaha. So this guy is the founder of Pali College. All right, he actually wrote translations, and this is the forwards. All right, the introductions to the translation. So notice, 2,006 years ago, this was actually preached by Buddhas. Is it relevant today? It's fresh, as fresh as 2,006 years ago in Rajagaha. No? All right, it's that fresh, no? So is that relevant? So you notice in today's talks, right? Anything to do is meditation. Don't have. Anything about Four Noble Truths? Don't have. Is it relevant for anybody, lay people, even people who don't believe in Buddhism? It's relevant, right? Is it okay? Now, don't be too fixated. Buddha already mapped for you very nicely what you need to do. All right? Don't be too fixated about the end goal. Just focus on doing it every day, small way and every single way. And then in no time, you arrive there. And when you arrive there, right, I was sadhu and sadhu and sadhu. Because you lost your eye. All right, the eye no longer there. Is that okay? Now, I'll stop here, 12, 10, maybe 5 minutes. I'm not too sure. All right? If you have no question, I have question. Any questions?
Okay, let's rejoice by saying sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Maybe just 5 minutes of Q&A, just 5 minutes, if there's any burning question. Anyone, has any burning questions?
Thank you for the very engaging talk. I think everyone enjoyed it.
Okay.
So I have a question regarding, at the beginning you also mentioned that if our livelihood or our, if there's high crime rate, we don't have the so-called very supportive condition for practice. So is there any other things that we can do so that the practice and poor conditions will not be so conflicted?
When you say poor conditions, are you referring to your workplace or families and things like that?
I mean, it could be like, not enough money, not to do with contentment.
Okay.
Yeah. So as in supportive conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at every strata of society, we still can practice one. In Buddha's times, right, there was a gentleman who actually came to see the Buddha because Buddha was giving a talk. He was extremely hungry, All right. So this follower was extremely hungry, but he still actually attend the talk. So what I'm trying to say that even this person is hungry, right? You feel that actually this talk is important, and you still want to attend the talk. And Buddha actually knows that. And Buddha actually asked him to be fed first before he continue. So what I mean that actually, wherever you are in the social hierarchy, doesn't matter. Everybody still can practice in very small way. In fact, I always tell some of the new Buddhists, right, don't try to do a lot of things very quickly. Don't try to do a lot of things very quickly. Do something simple. Why? Because when you try to do a lot, right, before you start, you give up already. Do something simple. It's sustaining, right? And then once it's sustaining, right, it becomes a habit, right? Once it becomes a habit, right, your body is faster than your brain. You're more mindful one. So it doesn't matter. Small little way. All right? Now, some people say, oh, very busy, I got to take care of this. I got to take care of my aged parents and things like that. Oh, very tough, no. You still can breathe one. You understand? Focus on the breath. Keep you to the present. So every simple ways, we also can help you one. Clear? Now, the condition itself, I'm not too sure, because I do have people mention their family members, very toxic members. They were very tough, to be honest. In fact, I even asked Abante before about a case like that. So I think it's important to try to, as far as possible, to try to find conditions that is good, all right, conducive. For example, friends. Find good friends. Come here, I think that's a good place, all right? Family members, you cannot change them. I can tell you, don't try to fix people. It's very difficult. They will fight back. They will defend for their behavior. Be an exemplary conduct. Show them. Influence them indirectly. People begin to realize slowly, but gradually. All right, so this is what I can say. Workplace, likewise also. We don't condemn, we don't complain, that kind of thing. All right, some people may have some disagreement, we accept it. All right, but we always give a different angle. But we don't directly confront people, not very nice. Always try to do the sandwich way. Sandwich, say something good, give constructive feedback, and say something good again. Then generally, it's quite peaceful. Is it okay? Yeah? All right, thank you so much.
I think due to time constraint, let's end. And if you have separate questions, you can talk to Brother Yi separately after the talk. Let's rejoice again by saying sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu.